Welcome, dear viewer. I have made this video in order to inform you about the unbelievably disturbing discovery I have made about the worldwide popular music genre K-pop, also known as Korean pop. You may ask yourself now, what could possibly be so shocking that I dedicate an entire video to it? Aren't the dark sides of this industry already common knowledge? But what I'm about to tell you is on a whole other level of craziness. What at first just seems like a group of talented people following their dream of making music, is in reality a weapon to initiate the apocalypse. And the worst thing is that we are all completely oblivious to this cruel truth. Not even K-pop idols themselves know what is actually going on. What the fuck? What did you smoke? Is what you might wonder now, but don't worry, everything will make sense after I explain it to you. However, before I dive into this, I first of all wanted to state that I've seen a lot of those K-pop is Illuminati confirmed videos which claim that K-pop is controlled by the Illuminati with the goal of brainwashing the masses with subliminal messages in order to create a new world order in the name of Satan. At first I thought those videos were telling the truth. I mean, just look at some of the evidences. How can you possibly not be convinced by that? But now that I've discovered the real truth, I am convinced that all of those proofs hinting at a connection with the Illuminati are all just traps, which are supposed to set us on the wrong track. Now that I've discovered the truth, I'm not having any of that triangle shit anymore. But anyways, I shall now quench your thirst for knowledge with the juices of enlightenment, or something like that. Have you ever wondered how K-pop has managed to reach this level of popularity? I mean, in most cases only artists who started their career in English-speaking countries become popular internationally. Moreover, the fanbases of K-pop artists are also generally more devoted than, for example, those of American artists. Sure, you could just say that the combination of their talent, hard work, entertaining group dynamics and great dedication to their fans is just more appealing. But you could also just say that all of this is Satan's work. Yes, you heard right, Satan's work. I was able to find out that all existing K-pop songs and the choreographies accompanying them are basically all just tools to summon Satan. With each time a person indulges in K-pop, Satan is gaining more and more power. He then uses this power to strengthen the viewer's attachment to that artist. Logically, this affection makes the person want to surround themselves with K-pop related content even more, which once again results in a rise of Lucifer's energy. This way Satan's might as well as K-pop's popularity have increased step by step through the past years. The connection with the devil is especially evident in the choreographies and therefore a very effective way to summon him. For example, is Twice's main pose in TT actually not a T but a reverse devil horn instead, similar to those horns you can also see in their signal dance. And in Knock Knock they are not just knocking on some random door, they are knocking on none other than Satan's gate, the same gate even Top Dog wants to open in the Open the Door choreography. There is even a show called Let's Dance in which idols teach the viewer dance moves from their latest song and even encourage them to do covers of the choreography by holding dance cover contests. Yes, I know all of those proofs might as well all just be coincidences, but after you hear the final evidence your mind will be blown. You probably all remember December 21, 2012 as the date the world was supposed to end. Since the Mayan calendar, which already in the past was able to predict many events correctly, ended on that day, many people were wondering why this prophecy did not come true. Well, if you take into consideration what I explained to you earlier, the answer is quite plausible. 2012 was not only the year the world was foretold to end, but also the year a certain K-pop song gained huge international popularity. That's right, I'm talking about Psy's Gangnam Style. The huge hype about the song and its iconic dance have led to a peak in Satan's power. With this massive amount of energy, he was then able to prevent the apocalypse. But why would Satan do humanity such a huge favor? Obviously somebody must have convinced him that the way Earth was supposed to be destroyed in 2012 was way too mild. That person wants humans to suffer more pain. If we pay close attention to the historical events following after 2012, we can get a clue on what this person has in mind instead. Logically thinking, what comes after 2012? That's right, 2013. While the apocalypse did not occur in our universe in 2012, we actually got to see it in another one in 2013. I'm referring to the anime adaptation of the manga
進撃の巨人
aka Attack on Titan, which was released in April 2013. For those of you who are not familiar with the show, it is set in a world in which mankind lives inside of three walls protecting them from the Titans, humanoid giants whose only goal it is to kill humans. But one day humanity receives a grim reminder as Titans manage to break through the outermost wall and annihilate a huge part of the population. But what does this anime have to do with K-pop, you might ask yourself now? There actually is a well-hidden but clear connection between those two. In a 2013 pre-debut video of the boy group 17, we get to see them reenacting scenes from the anime. Just look at this poor boy getting devoured by Titans. Truly horrifying. There you have it. There is some evil individual out there who wants nothing more than all of us getting eaten by a bunch of naked giants. But wait a minute, it's only the anime that came out in 2013. The manga, which I by the way recommend you to read, things are getting so fucked up there, actually came out 4 years earlier in 2009. But there's also a logical explanation for that. In 2015 we got to witness another 17's on-cam moment. During the 4th episode of their reality show 17 TV, we got a camera shot showing the group's clock. It was around 4 AM at that time, and the clock had a certain anime character on it. It was none other than Levi from SNK. The anime being released 4 years after the manga. The 4th episode? A Levi clock showing 4 AM? Very suspicious. On top of that, the editing team even chose the SNK theme as the background music during a scene of the 1st episode of 17 TV. Coincidence? I don't think so. Since we're already talking about 1st episodes, let's look at the exact release date of the SNK manga's 1st chapter, September 9, 2009. If we add up all those numbers, we get 29. If we now divide 29 by 3, since we have the 3 units of time, day, month and year, the result is 9.666666. Do I need to say anything more? I felt kind of uneasy when I read this number, and my gut feeling told me there must be more to it. That moment I realized that 9.666 rounded off is 10. Intuitively I knew the 10 must mean that the name of the person behind all of this, the one who abused K-pop to establish a connection with Satan and fulfill their diabolic plans, must have 10 letters in their name. Then it hit me like a bolt of lightning. The culprit's name is none other than Condoriano. If you're saying that by now I'm just starting to make things up, Then why is the first picture that comes up if you type in Kpop Condoriano and scroll down a SNK pic? Even if you go into the other picture section where there are no Attack on Titan pictures,
進撃の巨人
is still one of the tags. Take that, capitalists. I would like to remind you that in a situation like this, fighting will not bring about any good, so please don't go to Stan Twitter and start fan wars over which fandoms or groups bear the most guilt. It will only make the situation worse. And while we're at it, please also don't spam the internet with Daddy Condoriano smut fanfics. I know, after hearing about all of this so suddenly, you might be in a state of shock right now. You might even wonder whether the only thing we can do at this state is sit at home, watch meme videos and wait for our annihilation. But don't worry. I've been working on a plan to stop Condoriano and you can help me with that. I will create a GoFundMe account on which you can financially support me and with this help defeat the enemy that is threatening our existence. Never forget, protecting your planet from the evil is one of the coolest things you can do. You will be a real cool Reno.